Hey guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to use the sheriff. I'm going to be showing you how to use it in the range first, and then I'm going to go to a different map and show you guys how you might actually utilize it in a game. So the reason the sheriff is so incredibly good is because it costs 800 credits, as you can see here. This makes it one of the, if not the best option for an eco round. You could argue that something like the Marshall is better, or the Ares, but you know, you don't always have enough money to buy an Ares on an eco round. So this makes the sheriff a very prime candidate, very good option, especially if you're playing something like Jett or just anyone. It doesn't really matter who you're playing. But basically, I'm going to talk about the mechanics here in the range first. So usually you want to be aiming for the head with the sheriff, and if you have the Reaver sheriff, you're going to get extra headshots. That's just kind of how it works. So this gun is best at medium to close range. The problem with sheriff is at far range, you see 30 to 50 meters. You're going to do 145 to the head, which is very frustrating. On enemies with no armor, you can double body shot them and they'll die. Enemies with armor, you have to triple body shot them for them to die. So let me show you guys how I would shoot this gun. You don't want to shoot this gun fast, because when you do, this is what it looks like. See how it goes all over. So I'm gonna do this again, actually. The spread is quite random, and sometimes you get smaller clumps of shots, and sometimes you get very spread shots. So that's why you shouldn't spam it. You should be going for taps at close to medium range, kind of like this. And you can shoot a little quicker with it. You just need to be mindful of how accurate your shot is if you shoot too fast. So you see, if I'm shooting too fast, like, this is gonna happen, and we really just want to try to go for taps. One thing I will say is, if you do hit someone, you should, like I said, you should be aiming for the head, but if you do hit someone in the body, if you double tap, you can actually do some accurate shots. So let me show you what double tapping looks like. So you can imagine if that's someone's body with no armor. So see, I have no armor on for bots, and I go here. So this is mainly because, like, you saw that I did miss some there. You're not always going to get perfect shots like that, but this is good. You can double tap to the body if you're playing on eco rounds and you feel like you're not going to hit one taps. If you're playing against eco players, or people with no armor, sorry, I don't know why it was so hard for me to word that properly. But basically, you want to normally be aiming for the head, is what we're going to think about, though. And that's how we want to be, how fast we want to be shooting. So now I'm going to go to a different map, and I'm going to show you guys how you would actually want to play with this gun. Because you don't really want to play too aggressive with the gun. You kind of want to wait for people to peek you, hold angles. If you guys don't know what that means, I will show you shortly. What map should we do? You do Haven. It's pretty simple. Make sure cheats are on. I think I just turned it on. Yeah. Okay. So basically, Sheriff is a monster on both attack and defense. A lot of people don't know how to use it, including myself. For the longest time, I didn't really like using it. But with that being said, this gun is deadly. It can destroy people with rifles and in an instant, and that is why the sheriff is so valuable. So again, for the price of 800 credits, I'm going to show you guys how to use it here. We're going to be talking about, we can talk about mainly just attack, but the ideas are the same. You don't really want to push too hard with the sheriff. You kind of want to wait for people to come to you.
My ult's ready.
And yeah. Oops. Okay, so basically, if you're imagining like a normal round where you want to push, you might come all the way up into garage here and push into this. The problem with this is they can be anywhere in garage and they can be close. So you don't really want to push that with the sheriff, because if you have good crosshair placement and you just have patience, you want to have patience with the sheriff. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm predicting that someone's going to peek out a garage. Let's just say that the enemy has been pushing out a garage the last few rounds. So this is perfect right here. Just hold an angle like this. You can hold really tight if you have good reaction time, or you can kind of sit out a little bit more. And then your goal is to just one-tap them and get the kill. And if you get the kill, that is very, very big for your team. Now you can fight for this. You can walk up here, tell your team let's fight for the gun. So, of course, we don't need to hold that. We can hold like right here or something. You can jiggle this as well. Another way you can play with this instead of holding angles is jiggle peeking and one tapping like this. So you might jiggle, you might see someone, tap them. You don't want to full swing though, because you're gonna lose to a, if you're playing against a rifle, which you most likely will be. If you're on an eco round, you're gonna be buying the sheriff into rifles. So full swinging this is probably gonna get you killed. This is why you want to one tap like this. Something like that. If we go, where else can we hold? So another good place to hold might be like this. Just be careful of the long push. So we don't want to be, you notice I don't want to be peeking too much on attack here. I'm kind of waiting for enemies to come to me, imagining where their head is, and just waiting for them to walk into my crosshair. It's just a very easy kill if you get the one tap onto them. And so playing like this allows you to get very free kills and then ultimately get the gun that the enemy is trying to kill you with. Because they're being a little aggressive and unnecessarily aggressive. So we can go to defense over here. So defense is a little bit easier, obviously, to hold weapons with, but you're still going to have eco rounds on defense because you will lose naturally over time. And what's going to happen is you're going to do the exact same thing. You're just waiting for them. You don't want to peek or push too hard. This is perfect angle to hold right here. You're just waiting for them to peek C long, tap. You get the kill, you probably won't be able to push for the gun. They're probably going to keep aggressing because they don't want you to get the gun. Unless they are just bad, but... So we don't want to peek like this, really. We can go for the jiggle here. It's fine. It's a little bit aggressive. Just know it's a little bit aggressive. Another play you might go for is playing up here like this. I feel like this could be a 140 though, 145. So be careful. Don't put yourself in those positions where you're gonna hit someone and they're gonna have 5 HP. This is really good right here. This is also really good right here. We just kind of want to wait. Like I said, if you want to play aggressive, you can walk out like this and go like this. Especially if you're on Jett, you see that dash? It's kind of a nice dash there. I messed it up that time. Yeah, I want to dash to here, but I'm kind of bad. So another thing we can do if you're Jett or whoever getting the high ground is like this. Just waiting for them, shoot their head. So you notice a lot of the sheriff is actually positioning and having the right mindset, not being too aggressive, because yes, the sheriff is a monster, but it's not like the best gun in the game. Like there are guns that are better than it, obviously. So something you do on defense is hold like this, and you might want to walk up a little bit just so you don't get 145. But even if you get someone for 145, that's perfectly fine. You can also peek from short down here. These are both a little bit more aggressive peeks, but it's also a little bit more okay to go for aggressive peeks whenever you're on an eco round. So because that gives you information and it gives you the potential to get picks like this. So this is gonna pretty much wrap it up. Hopefully this is somewhat helpful to you guys. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else, but if you guys have any questions, let me know. Basically, buy this gun on sheriff or on eco round. Hold angles. Try to one tap. If you hit a body shot, you can double tap like this. It's pretty accurate, as you see there. And that is no recoil control. I'm just double tapping. So if I recoil control, I might actually get it more accurate. And then if you're playing against people with no armor, that's a kill right there. Just about as good as a headshot. So remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.